Hello wonderful people, welcome back to my channel. My name is Winna. For those of you that are new on here, you're most definitely welcome, baby. So as you already see from the title, I'm going to be talking about what you should do when issued an expired visa, because this was my story. If you already viewed my last video, you will see where I talked about how to get your UK spousal or settlement visa, okay, and all the process that it takes, the documents you need. Please watch that video, okay? So this video is for those that are having issues. You aren't contacted on time to come for your visa, and when you do, you're issued an expired visa. What do you do? So I'm going to tell you my story, and I'm going to tell you everything I did to sort that problem out, okay? So I applied for my UK spousal visa. Like, I put in the application, everything, and got an email. That was August 24th of August 2021. So with the calculation of everything, you know, plus or minus 12 to 16 weeks, that will be 3 to 4 months, right? So we have August, so that's August, so September, October, November, December. So at most by December 2021, I should have gotten my response, you know, for my visa application, right? But then it wasn't forthcoming. So when you apply to TLS Contact, when you go for your biometrics, you have a profile on their TLS Contact page where you can be checking the progress of your, you know, process, how it's going. I'll be reading some of the details from my phone so that I get it accurately. So August 8th, 2021, I submitted my application online. August 24 was when I provided my biometrics, that means completed my application. So then I got an email in September 2nd, 2021 that my application has been received by the UK Decision Making Center. So in November 2021, I received a request from the visa people in the UK that I should provide evidence of contact between my sponsor and I. So like I said in my previous video, when we were providing proof of relationship, we did the bare minimum. So that was why we were sent this email to give more proof. So that was where we sent our pictures, our transactions, flight tickets, and all those things. So that was when we sent it. November 11 was when we received the request to provide the evidence. Then November 15 was when we sent all these evidences, okay? I was hoping that, okay, as things were going, they were going well, you know, we're receiving contacts from them at least to a level. December came, December went, no contact. January came, January, you know, went, no contact. February came, which was February 2022 now, came, went, no contact. So my husband was like, this visa application thing is getting out of hand. Let's try to contact UK VI. And mind you, I've been following my my visa process on the TLS Contact. So it was always on the, is it the third stage? So there were like 5 stages. Since September, November, my application has been on the application received by DMC stage. So it's been on that stage for a long while. So when it was March, my husband was like, you know, because right now this is about 7 months if I'm not mistaken, so you can imagine. I was like, it's getting out of hand, let's email these people. So I emailed UKVI. I brought out all my details. I was like, oh, so dates I did my biometrics, so dates I provided information, so dates you people asked me to bring more proof of contact with my partner, so date. I was like, it's been 3 months since the last application, and it's already more than 16 weeks. Like, what is going on? I sent this email around the 6th of March 2022. Then UKVI replied and said that, oh, they'll get back to us in 5 working days because of the amount of crowd they have. And mind you, this email was sent to UKVI, was paid for. So because of the amount of people they have applying, I think it's the way for them to reduce the amount of people, so they put a price. I think we paid about either 3, 4 or 5 pounds to send this particular email, so it was not free. Then around March 7 or 8 or thereabout, about a few days later, I got an email from them saying the following. I'll just read it from my phone. It says, "Thank you for contacting UK Visas and Immigration International Contact Center. With regards to your inquiry about the status of your application, our records indicate that a decision has been made on your application. We cannot discuss the outcome of your application online or by telephone. Please contact the Visa Application Center, which is TLS Contact, in regards to the collection or delivery of your passport. We strongly recommend that you do not buy a non-refundable, non-flexible ticket to the UK until your visa application has been approved and you have received your documents. Please note the following information given to you on the progress of your application is dependent on the details you provide, and we can only provide the progress updates based on the application reference number given. We do not have access to specific case information, and so progress updates could be subject to change. Please wait for formal contact or a decision letter before taking any further steps." So you can imagine the shock in my face. So if I did not email you people have already made decision and you did not tell me. Like 7 months, like that is a lot of time whereby you've just disrupted my plans for no just reason. So when I got the email, I went to TLS Contact and I collected my passport with joy. It was sealed, came like this. So I didn't open it. So one of the mistakes I did was that I didn't open this visa right there and then in the TLS Contact, because since they told me, oh, a decision was made, I was hoping that, okay, it is what it is. So I took the passport. So this paper was so hard, I had no scissor, nothing, so I couldn't even open it or tear it there. So I was like, decision should be good. So I drove home, we're all excited. Oh, I've gotten my visa. Only for me to open my passport and see that these people actually issued my visa on the 30th of November 2021. When they sent me to bring that proof of relationship was 11th of November. So meaning that in another 15 days, they approved my visa. So November 30th, 2021, my visa was issued and it expired on the 28th of February 2022. So that was like a 3 months span, a whole 3. So the visa was issued and expired in TLS Contact's hand. I was so furious because at this point, this was around maybe March 9, March 10. So I collected my passport a week after it has expired. I was so pissed. I was so furious. Do you understand? I was like, how can these people do this? Moral lesson is that whenever you go to the visa office to collect your passport, please open it and check what they gave you before you leave there. Don't be like me, out of all excitement, and I left. Okay? And then another thing, when you get to that 12 or 16 weeks given to you, please try and message UKVI if you're not getting any update from them, so that you will know what's up. But I totally do not blame myself, because I truly believe that the system worked and my eyes were glued on the TLS Contact stage thing, and it was not moving. It didn't even tell me, oh, come and collect your passport or anything. And another thing, I was like, okay, it's a in quote pandemic era, so maybe things are a bit slower. That was why I was a bit chilled. I didn't know that it was actually the fault of TLS Contact and UKVI. I was so pissed. I was so pissed. They just delayed a lot of my plans for no just reasons. And mind you, before I went to TLS Contact to collect this expired visa that I didn't know was expired, they didn't even email me to come for my visa. It was only when I made an inquiry with UKVI, that was when TLS Contact contacted me that, oh, your visa is ready, come and collect it. Do you understand? So meaning that it was actually a fault from TLS Contact, and immediately they sent that email to me. That process steps, the automatically went to finish. This was a process step that I was always putting my eyes on to check what level my visa application process was, but not until I immediately messaged UKVI, who said that, oh, your visa is ready. Then all of a sudden TLS Contact is messaging me that, oh, your visa is ready, come and collect it, and the level of the visa check just went straight to the finish line. Do you understand? Back to what I did. So I emailed TLS Contact. I was like, I was in your office today, you issued me an expired visa. Like, I was not informed that my visa was out to come and collect it. How can this visa be stamped in November, expired in February, and you're just telling me to come to your office to pick it when it's already expired? They're now telling me, oh, sorry for the inconveniences, this, that. They were trying to give me an automated message. I replied back to them, this in no way, explains my inquiry. Then at the end of the day, they're like, oh, they are sorry, this, that. The problem has been forwarded to the right body. So apparently there is nothing TLS Contact can do for me with regards this. So as I was messaging TLS Contact, I was also messaging UKVI, because TLS Contact is only a body that they more like just accept, wait for what UKVI will say, stamp your visa and give you your passport. They have nothing with the internal process. I emailed UKVI, but while that was happening, I went to TLS Contact. They said they could not do anything, that they only handle passport. So they referred me to the British High Commission here in Abuja. So I went to the British High Commission there. I stated my call. I didn't even enter. I was at one small window there. They were just attending to me. I was so pissed. In fact, I was so annoyed. Then after so much call here and there from one office to another, they're like, oh, I should go back to to TLS Contact and give them my passport. So I went back to TLS Contact. I gave them my passport. I filled in some specific details, my name, my GWF reference number, my date of birth, and I think a phone number, and I left my passport with them. Okay, so while all these were going on, when I messaged UKVI, they apologized. So they said I should give them 15 working days to rectify the problem. So the truth is that I felt like they were trying to pacify me, because this is a situation where you can actually sue them, but ain't nobody got time and energy for that. But it's really crazy. I really trusted the system and believed that the system works. Actually, it does. Maybe my case was just one of those rare cases, but it was so devastating. But I'm not angry, because in quote, all things work together for good, and I want to believe that everything is working together for good for me. So yeah, UKVI rectified the problem. They escalated my case. So all this process back and forth email happened between like maybe March 10 to like ending of March or so, and early April. So in summary, what's the step? When you just collect your visa and at the TLS Contact, please open it and check that it is not expired. I feel like if it's expired, they will tell you the process right there and then on what to do. But I didn't check my visa when I collected it. So I would advise you that emails with UKVI is actually more, relevant and valid than again with TLS Contact. TLS Contact, they have nothing to do with your visa than to collect your passport and return your passport back to you. Okay, so speak with UKVI. You were issued an expired visa. What do? They will escalate the problem real quick and solve it out for you. So I waited the 15 working days, and I think around April 6th, April 6th, I was told to come collect my passport back from TLS contact. So they cancelled the previous one. So this valid one is valid from 6th of April to 5th of July. So April, May, June, July. So before, I was told it used to be 30 days before you, like they only give you 30 days on your passport. You have that time to go to the UK to take your BRP. But now I think they make it 3 months, because this is about 3 or 4 months here. Because of what happened with my visa, my BRP had a bit of an issue. So what happened was that when I got my visa, immediately I got an email saying that, oh, my BRP card has been posted to the post office of the address that I put in my initial application. That was since August. But the thing with BRPs is this: when they send it to the post office, if you don't pick it up in 6 months, that BRP is sent back to the BRP office. It's sent back from the post office where it is to the BRP office. So that was what happened with me. I applied in August. My visa came out in November, of which I was not aware of. So everything expired basically. So getting this new visa, my BRP has already been sent back to the BRP office. So I had to email BRP email that sent me. I had to say that, I had to tell them all that happened. Oh, my initial visa was this, expired this, I just applied for another visa, and this da 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 da. So they now told me that I should ignore the email that told me that, oh, my BRP is in that post office, because it's no longer in that post office. It's been returned back to their office. So what I need to do is that with this new visa, I have to travel to the country first. So when I travel to the country, I would scan and send them my entry vignette. So when I send them my entry vignette and the address, they will let me know when they will send the BRP. So what happened was that when I got to the UK, so I finally traveled to the UK May 14th. So that same day where I traveled to the UK and I got my passport stamped over here. So this was what I sent them. So this page with the stamp entering the country. So I sent a scan of this part of my passport to them via email. Then I sent them the address that I want the BRP to be delivered to. I was so much in a hurry because I only spent a week in UK, in London. When I went, I only spent a week because I wasn't like relocating there yet. So I really wanted that by the time I wanted to come back, that they've sent it within that 5 working days. So what I did was that I sent an email with reverse psychology. So that 14th when I entered, I was like, oh, I've entered into the country now, and based on how you people suffered me, although I didn't put it in the email like that, but based on you people have stressed me, delayed me, everything, please send my BRP sharp. So they were like, on Monday. So on Monday they replied, because it was a working day, that, oh, they've seen it, they'll start processing it. On Tuesday I followed up again. I was like, is there no, it depends on how fast you're, because me, I really wanted it within that 1 week that I was in the UK. So I emailed them again, oh, where is the tracking ID, this da da da. They didn't reply until Wednesday. Then on Wednesday they told me that on the 20th, which was Friday, the last working day, that they were going to deliver it between the hours of 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. So you have to make sure that you are home, okay, when they will deliver it. So I was happy. I was at home. You know, I went to the place where I put my location, because I stayed in an Airbnb. So I put one of our relatives' address as my address to collect the BRP. So when it was that on the 20th, I went there as early as 7:30 to stay in that our relative's house. So that, because they said 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. What if my place is the first place they want to deliver the BRP to? So 8 a.m. I was there, 9 no delivery, 10 no delivery, 11 no delivery, 12. So at 1, I think 1:12 p.m. I had my BRP delivered to me. I'll put a clip here where I was dancing when I received my BRP. So it was Yeah, it was amazing. So that was it. I hope this story time or what I did wasn't boring, or I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope that you will learn from it. So basically, if you are issued an expired visa, just ask them what to do. Start emailing. Don't even wait. Don't delay. You don't have to go through the whole visa process again. All they need to do, if everything has been valid and it is really their fault, so this is not a case whereby they emailed you, come and collect, you that intentionally wait for it to expire. I don't know how that works, but this wasn't my fault. That was why I think everything went really well, because they knew that the mistake came from their end. They didn't inform me to come for my visa, and it wasn't really my fault. So they had to stamp another one at no extra cost. Okay, if you have any question, leave them in the comments down below. I will do my best to answer. So until my next video, bye.